Okay, I have no notes. Okay, everything I'm about to say is from the heart, is from the head. That's how you know I am a true Cash Money fan. So Lil Wayne abandoned the Hot Boys. Okay, where he could have used them on his album, The Legendary Remaining Fresh. For us to understand how we got here, let me take you back in time, okay? And the correct way, the proper way to do this would have been in the computer and do all type of, you know, would have been a lot. So excuse me for not having the time to do it that way. So Cash Money Record was a group, okay? It was Mannie Fresh, Birdman, Lil Wayne, BG, Juvie, Turk, okay? Not to confuse you, okay? So that's Cash Money, okay? Now, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, BG, and Turk, okay? They was called the Hot Boys, okay? Mannie Fresh and Baby was Big Timer, but all of them will make songs together, not to confuse you, okay? All right, long story short, that group break up. Kind of like Destiny Child and Beyonce broke up. Lil Wayne is the Beyonce of Cash Money, okay? So everybody parted ways. Basically, they broke up because it was alleged that Birdman wasn't paying them fair. So everybody broke up, okay? Kind of like, it started in one day here, 2000. That's when everybody started to part ways. I think Juvenile was the first one to leave. Anyway, Juvenile had his own record. UPT. Turk had to do some time. BG had Chopper City. And throughout all this time with people leaving, there was a lot of dissing, there was a lot of drama between each other. There was a lot of dissing, a lot of, alleged violence, a lot of stuff that us don't even know about. The street know about it. And there's a lot of stuff behind the scene that we don't know about it. So we just don't know. We know it's bad, but we just don't know how bad it is. All right, let's fast forward to today. Okay? Well, let's go back one more time. Lil Wayne went solo. He Beyonce the group. He took off and, kind of like Beyonce. Nobody's checking for Kelly or even the other girl. Okay? So he took off, he's dropping mix after mix, he's working, he got hits after hits, he's doing everything. He's putting in work all this time. BG went to jail, Tuck went to jail. I think they did a damage, like 10 years each. BG was supposed to do 14 years, but he did 10 years. Tuck didn't do 10 years, but he did a long time, I think. But there was a time it was just Lil Wayne and Birdman that kept Cash Money together. Even there was a short period of time where Birdman held it down by himself. Shout out to Birdman. But let's fast forward to today. So remember what I said, with all the bad beef they had between each other, now everybody is alive and everybody's out of prison, because for years the fans, including me, wanted a Hot Boy reunion. So it finally happened. You could tell that Lil Wayne didn't really want to do it, but he did it for the culture. And I am very happy they do that. It was very, to see them on stage together. Everybody's alive. Everybody got family now. It's really a blessing. So, Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6, and he was on tour with them. Now, instead of putting them in a track or two, I understand why Lil Wayne didn't do it. It's not, he bigger than them. They need him more. He's an A-list celebrities. Excuse me. Granted, BG came out. Yeah, he's dropping a song and they're all doing a lot of views, some doing 1 million views. But the only people that know BG is the 90s babies, like the old people. The new kids, it's the old people. Turk, he's not doing views nowhere near BG. Alright, not to confuse you. Like I said, Lil Wayne is the Beyonce of Cash Money. Nobody's checking in for the other guys, respectfully. And not only that, like I said, there's a lot of stuff behind the scene that we don't know about. So Lil Wayne gave us this harbor, like, yes, people, it wouldn't be the same without everybody. It's like a package deal. And I love how they was on stage having fun. You know, you could still see the tension, but the fact that they did it means so much. Okay, Lowen probably like, all right, look, I give you this store, but Lowen didn't forget what was said, what was being done, money that was being owed, violence that allegedly happened. It's a lot. So he could have put everything to the side and be like, all right, guys, look, I'm working on a new album. I'm going to put all y'all on. I'm going to bring y'all up with me. Because Lil Wayne, he's still very popular. He's still up there. He could have, but instead he didn't do that. And he don't have to do that. Because everybody kind of like went their own way. And all these years, he held it down. He put in work. He put in work. But he could have had Mannie Fresh produce the album. Like most, if not all the songs, you know, from, let's just say, up to They Break Up, Mannie Fresh was the one that made the beats, like Back That Thing Up. All those hits, you know. But there is so much bad blood between them where even after the concert, you might see two of them go to the after party in one place. Lil Wayne just got his private jet and gone. It's like he ain't, you know, it's strictly business. So you can't blame Lil Wayne, but I think the album would have been better and been more legendary if the Hot Boys was okay. In the perfect world, Cash Money was back together, basically. We've seen it happen before. Was it Boston? What group have got back together for a while? But like I said, there's probably so much damage, like, you know, bus getting shot up, just so many stuff that happened that, you know, just the fact that we're seeing them together on stage together should mean so, and they're doing it for the fan, because I don't know what convinced Lil Wayne to do it. Lil Wayne didn't want to do it. Especially with the beef, even Hot Boy Turk and BG, they had some beef going on. It was just not, it's like them boys just couldn't get along. They probably still can't get along. But Lil Wayne don't owe them anything. Everybody made their choice. Everybody went their own way. Everybody went and do their own thing. But in the perfect world, Lil Wayne could have just did Carter 6, which just the Hot Boys, and had Mannie Fresh produce it. Let's talk about the Carter series. Carter 1. The Carter really started when Lil Wayne went solo. I don't think the Carter one. Let me see, because it was 500 Degree. His first album was The Black Is Hot. The second one was Lots Off. That's with Cash Money. The third one was, you know, not counting the Hot Boys album, was, his other solo one was 500 Degree. And then the Carter was when everybody left. So the Carter 1, the Carter 2, you know, the Carter 3, the Carter 4, the Carter 5, all that is just him. The Carter 1 had, I wonder if Mannie Fresh produced the Carter 1. The Carter 1 had Mannie Fresh in it. Of course, Mannie Fresh and Birdman. Carter 2, Birdman. Carter 3, I think Birdman was in all of them up until Carter 5, because that's when him and Birdman started beefing. And, you know, it's a lot of, like I said, a lot of damage happened. But I think together as a group, everybody could have benefit from it, especially all of them, especially doing tour. But I understand why he do it. But it would have been legendary to have him. And Birdman have the ear. It's like a lose. Do you want a guy that have the ear, meaning know when something sounds good or bad, but at the same time stealing from you allegedly? Or do you just want to take your chance with a lot of yes men around you who's like, oh yeah, this is fire, and not being honest with you? He should have got a real producer. If not Birdman, Kanye West or Jay-Z or somebody. But he abandoned the Hot Boys, and it kind of, excuse me, I want to say it hurt him. In some ways you can say it hurt him, but he could have leveraged, he could have used the Hot Boys to his advantage. But with egos and history and everything that happened, kind of like Beyonce, you know. Beyonce, then they do like a Destiny Child reunion. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Destiny Child reunion tour. While Destiny's Child hasn't officially announced a reunion tour, several members have hinted of the possibility of a future album and tour. Recent reunion and performance like a 2018 Coachella reunion with Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. But that's really it. Like, yeah, because Beyonce can hold her own. Lil Wayne can hold his own. The other guys are holding their own, but they're not on Lil Wayne level. So, can you blame Lil Wayne? It's like, I got family members today. I talk to them. I'm nice to them. You know, when I see them, I hug them. We laugh it off. But we had a bad moment that I will never forget. Although we're not enemies anymore, but at the same time, we're not like close, if that makes sense. I mean, I love him today. I'm happy to talk to him on the phone. I'm happy to see him. But it's always that little, you know, scars or whatever. So I hope that makes sense.